Hello everyone, how are you? Yeah, that's good, yeah, it's a bit drab. Did you remember to put your clocks back? In the UK, we've put our clocks back an hour, anyway, so I did. Right, so what I'm going to talk about today is the theme from the film Bullitt, starring Steve McQueen. I'm going to try and show you how to play it, but some of the ideas which are in there as well. I mean, the arrangement is incredible. You don't seem to get arrangements like that these days. You know, the theme was written by Lalo Schifrin. He also did the Mission Impossible music. He did the Dirty Harry soundtrack. A few weeks ago, I talked about The Cat by Jimmy Smith, and he on the album version he arranged the backing for that as well. So he's been a busy chap, but his music is really, I mean, listed what, progressive jazz, but I just call it progressive music, and that's the kind of progressive music that, you know, I'm sort of coming around to liking, you know. So where do we start? Well, we first of all we got some chords that we want to work through. Now, all right, we'll start with, like, I mean, this is like the so-called Hendrix chord. If it was, you know, like the Purple Haze. Right, but you play it here now. So that's one chord to learn. You can move that shape around, and that's you know, if you can just practice doing that, then that makes you sort of like a pseudo jazz guitarist. This next variant on that, this chord, right? Don't play this high E, and then from there, if you can practice doing that for a bit. Now what we're going to do, once you've got that down, don't play this now, hey? Don't play this straight. In fact, you can, once you've figured it out, you can use this finger to actually mute that string. And it helps if you're playing a semi, or even like a full-bodied jazz guitar as well. That's just basic sort of bebop stuff, really. Right, but we're not going to do that today. And then we're going to move that down to here, like that. And then just play that chord. So that's some chords to learn. Another one is this one. It's a bit more tricky. No, hang on. What we're doing? I got that wrong. Sorry, folks. Yeah, that one. Right, but then I think we'll get into the like the melody. So like the introduction, it starts out with this chord, but it's all arranged throughout the orchestra, so it sounds really mysterious, and there's some percussion and some drums going on, and the rhythm, it's kind of like that. So we're going. That's this one. And then we go into the famous bass player is doing that, but actually using a plectrum, which might seem unusual, but it just gives it that more sort of percussive edge. So like the bass and guitar, they played that until the guitar melody comes in. Remember to palm mute as well. And then the melody, so it's a blues, it's a blues in G, but we're using a different position. I mean, like the first position, G. Right? So we're using this position instead. Right. Try and get that slow. Because there's more slides in jazz than there are bends. I mean, you could try bending, I suppose, but well, now we've got to go. Right, so what we're doing, we're just sort of, because when we go to the next bit, then we're basically we're just improvising in G. And then back to that. And then back to the. And then it's just variations on that, and in the main soundtrack it varies between the guitar playing the line, or the flutes, or the saxophone, and there's just variations in the backing. So another variation we can do is this. That sort of spices things up a bit. Or we can just return to the. And so on and so on, and then really just jam it out. It's quite tricky, like to show you all of it, like the full range of what you can do without actually having a backing band. But I just wanted to break it down into into some manageable chunks, that we can all get something out, and then sort of expand the vocabulary, like with something like the chords, or the idea of like playing lines over different chords that you might not usually expect, because I mean it actually starts on that B flat 13, and yet it's in G. So if you're playing B flat 13 over G or G7, kind of sounds similar. Yeah, but it just makes it a bit more interesting. You know, it just, like I say, it allows you to just to vary things a bit more. Right, so I hope that was useful. Hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Please consider subscribing as well, because that helps me out. I'll see you soon. Alright, thank you very much. Thanks for watching.